Langley Speedway here in Hampton, Virginia. Adam Welbrock down here on pit lane with you. Brian White up in the tower. We are ready to bring you Bubba and Frank's barbecue race night, along with some fireworks to cap off the evening. It's going to be a fantastic show. Sprint cars are here, the Virginia Mini Cups, and a few support divisions here from Langley starting us off. As you can see, the Cycle City Corp Bandoleros are on the racetrack right now, watching a couple of cars turn some fast laps. Leo Bennett in the 16 machine also on the speedway. Leo in his rookie campaign. Logan Furman, Biscuit Boy in the number 5, also on track. These two drivers starting us off here for Bojangles, or excuse me, it's Mosquito Joe Pro Qualifying here at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway. Big thanks to our friends at Mosquito Joe, Rob Rummels and his team. Logan Furman, second fastest for the number 5 machine, because Leo Bennett just eclipsed his lap time, 21.018 seconds. That's the lap of record. 5 laps for each group. Logan is slow on the racetrack right now. The 5 machine having some issues. Bennett comes across the stripe. Can he go a little bit quicker? Yes, he can. 20.704. That's the beauty of the Bandolero qualifying. Every lap gets a little bit quicker. The heat builds in the tires. The air pressures come up. The drivers are hitting their marks better and better each time they go around the racetrack. So that is just something worth keeping our eyes on as we watch Leo come back across the racetrack here to the start-finish line. Lap 3 in the books. 21.7, so a little slower for driver 16 on that turn. As we still wait for Logan, not sure where Logan is at on the racetrack. He was slow down the front straightaway. And the number 5, don't see him down here on the pit lane, so problems for Logan Furman. Biscuit Boy, as we like to call him, nickname for him. Here comes Leo for his 4th trip around the racetrack. 22.0, so that car is starting to fall off just a little bit. There's Logan coming across the stripe now. Problems on that lap for driver 5, so he's going to reset here these last couple of circuits. Leo, a rookie, as mentioned, out of the Edwards Motorsports group, teammates with Nevaeh Edwards in the 02. We'll see her a little bit later on, multi-time here. So Leo's 5th lap, just a tick off of his best time, a 20.772. His best time, a 20.704. That's going to wrap up his run here for Mosquito Joe Pro Qualifying. That's the gauntlet that everybody will be shooting for. Logan Furman right now working his final lap, or excuse me, not going to get a final lap. He had problems on that 3rd circuit, so ran out of time to complete his 5th lap. That is going to put him P2, 21.202, the lap of record for Biscuit Boy. Logan currently 2nd out of 2 competitors. The Bandoleros have race 1 on the evening tonight. Race fans mentioned a multitude of divisions are here. The Bandoleros, Legends, and Super Trucks here from Langley Speedway. And also the Virginia Sprint Series is here. The fast, thunderous machines race on dirt and asphalt. They are here as well, along with the Virginia Mini Cups. That's all coming your way here at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern. Big thank you to our friends at Bubba and Frank's Barbecue. Race fans, come on out and join us. It's going to be a terrific evening. Bubba and Frank's is here on the property. And we're going to have fireworks celebrating July 4th weekend. Very happy July 4th to everybody watching on Facebook and YouTube. We are so excited to have you spending your holiday weekend with us here at Langley Speedway. Chase Rogers is on the racetrack right now along with Georgia Causey in the number 31. New look for Georgia this year. The cotton candy machine, as I like to call it. Pink and blue, number 31, a very sharp ride, and it is fast. Georgia, P2 on her first lap, 20.765 seconds. That's 6/100ths off of the Leo Bennett lap. Jace got a little bit of work to do, though. He is 3rd. That lap very, very good. 20.803. He's within a 10th of the Leo Bennett lap, but not anymore. Georgia Causey goes to the top. Driver 31, 20.468 seconds. She is the new fastest cat in town. The number 31, she's looking for her first career win here at Langley Speedway. See if it comes this evening for driver 31. Jace Rogers goes 2nd on that lap. Great run for him brewing here in qualifying. Goes a little bit quicker, 20.362 seconds. She is now a 3/10 quicker than Jace Rogers. Let's see what they can do on lap number 4. 5 laps for each group on track. This is the 4th circuit. Jace Rogers' lap is quicker, but not quick enough. Georgia slows down just a little bit, 20.434 seconds. Jace Rogers at a 20.645, so just a couple of tenths in between the top 2 as they come around for the final time here. It's Georgia Causey, Jace Rogers, Leo Bennett, Logan Furman, the 4 cars on track. Jace goes a little bit quicker, but stays in 2nd, 20.575. Georgia's lap also just a tick slower, so her last 2 laps weren't as good as her 3rd, 20.362. best time. So that's the lap again. Everybody shooting for it. Georgia runs P1 at the moment. Jace Rogers is second. Leo Bennett is third. Logan Furman caps off the 4 cars on track so far. Up next, looks like we got a pair of fast young ladies headed to the racetrack. Penelope Carlisle in the 38 machine. She's a former pole winner here this season. She's done great things over at Dominion Raceway, her local track. Picked up a win earlier this season, has been very, very fast at the summer shootout down at Charlotte Motor Speedway. The pink and black number 38 machine. And then the aforementioned Nevaeh Edwards, driver 02. Very, very quick in practice earlier today. She's a 2-time winner here at Langley. Looking for her 3rd career win. It could come tonight. Been an okay season for driver 02 up to this point. We'll see if she can pick up that first win on 2025. She's second in the points as it stands right now. Carlisle's first lap, quickest by just enough, 20.322 seconds. Carlisle is quickest in the number 38 machine. 4 100s clear with a Georgia Causey lap. Nevaeh's first lap is good enough for P4, 20.627 on the stopwatch. See what Carlisle can do here on lap number 2. Can she pick it up? Yes, she can. 20.257. That lap time coming down for driver 38. She's looking for her 3rd pole here this season, and it could come here tonight. What does Nevaeh have on her 2nd lap? She picks up to a 20.394. That's good enough for 3rd quickest out of the 6 drivers so far. Carlisle's 3rd lap, even quicker, 20.203. She now has a 10th and a half between herself and Georgia Causey in P2. Here comes Nevaeh one more time. Can she eclipse the Georgia Causey lap? Yes, she can. Nevaeh goes to the front row, 20.293 on the stopwatch. That is less than a 10th between her and Carlisle as Penelope slows down on lap number 4, 20.207. That's 4 1,000ths off of her best lap. Can Nevaeh overtake her this time by? Not quite. Wow, she was 1,000th of a second slower than her previous lap. Very consistent speed for the driver out of Yorktown. Here comes Penelope across the stripe. She's going to slow down as well on lap 5, but still stays quickest. 20.203. Nevaeh has a 2.93. She needs about a 10th right here. Can she get it? No, slows down just a tick as well. 20.305 on lap 5 for the 02. So, after all is said and done, with 6 drivers left to go, there's one more left. It's Landon Burbidge in the number 3. It's Penelope Carlisle leading the way over Nevaeh Edwards, Georgia Causey, Jace Rogers, Leo Bennett, and Logan Furman. 6 drivers that have taken a lap up to this point. 1 driver left to go. And oh, by the way, he's the only driver to reach Dale Lemon's victory lane this season, the Cycle City Court Bandolero side of things. Young Landon Burbidge going for his 8th consecutive win here at Langley, going back to about August of last season. It has been all feast and no famine for Landon when he comes to Langley Speedway. Tonight looks to carry that momentum into the race. We'll see if he can do that. But first, he's got to tackle Mosquito Joe Poe qualifying. He's got 5 shots at the Penelope Carlisle lap. Will he need all 5? We're going to wait and see. 20.203 for Carlisle, and it's a 20.5 for Burbidge on lap 1. 20.514 seconds. That's 3 100ths and some change slower than the Carlisle lap on lap 1. So let's try lap 2 here. The Matthews Cattle number 3 Chevrolet going to come through turns 3 and 4. Second lap going on the board. Is it good enough? Will he get it there? No, gets a little closer. 20.331 for Burbidge. That puts him 3rd out of 7. He's about a 10th and a quarter off of the Penelope Carlisle lap, so he's got about half the gap there shaved off. Can he do the rest here on the 3rd lap? Getting ready to find out. He's 3 more shots at it. Most of the drivers quickest on lap 3. Is that the same for Burbidge? Yes, it is, but he's still second. 20.268 seconds. 6 100ths of a second off of the Carlisle lap. Now we've seen the other top 3 competitors slow down on lap 4 and 5. Will that be the case here for driver 3? He's coming through turns 3 and 4. Is this lap good enough for the pole? Not quite. 20.243 for 1. Can he do it here? He's got 1 more shot at it. Penelope has sat on pole twice already this season. She's looking to do it again here in the number 38 machine. Burbidge has 1 more crack at it. Here he comes off turn number 4. A little wiggle there off of the corner. No, he won't get it done. Penelope Carlisle gets the pole for the Cycle City Court Bandolero feature. She'll start on pole ahead of Landon Burbidge in 2nd. Nevaeh Edwards will be 3rd. Georgia Causey is 4th. Jace Rogers is 5th. Leo Bennett will start 6th. And Logan Furman rounds out your 7-car field. See if we can go down here and chat with the young lady who's getting some congratulations from Mark Edwards and team down here in the 38 camp. Not the first time she's sat on pole this season. This is the 3rd time that they've got it done. Penelope, another great lap, girl. How about the race tonight? Is tonight finally the night that you tackle Langley?
I hope so. I mean, we haven't been here for the past few weeks, so hopefully we can come back stronger than ever.
You guys have gotten a lot of momentum from Dominion. Can you carry that into tonight?
Hopefully so.
Congratulations. Best of luck to you.
Thank you so much.
Penelope Carlisle, your pole sitter for the Bandolero Race 1 of 7. Race fans coming your way. Bubba and Frank's race night at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern. The young lady going to lead him to the green to start things off. 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Indeed it is. Thank you, Adam Wilbrock, talking with your pole setter. Penelope Carlisle in car number 38. Her best finish here in 2025. A runner-up on May 10th. She was not able to compete at the most recent event, which took place on May 17th. So it's been a little while since we've had the Cycle City Corp Bandos on track, but they are here. They're ready to go. And the one driver that will line up outside of row 1 here when we drop the green flag for the 15-lap feature is Landon Burbage. 4 races in, and all 4 races have went to Landon Burbage. He's been victorious in every single one of them, meaning he has the point standings lead by 12 points coming into this evening's festivities. So keep your eyes on Landon Burbage as the driver from Washington, North Carolina, trying to go for 5 in a row. But Penelope Carlisle says, hey, I am ready to get back down to Delleman's victory lane tonight. Could be her night. So we'll keep our eyes on car number 38, which will take off here from the pole position. One division has qualified here on Mosquito Joe Qualifying here at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway on this Independence Day weekend. Presented by Bubba and Frank's 135 laps of racing for this, the 11th race of the 2025 season. Coming up next, we're going to have those Cycle City Corp legends. They're going to get in position to come out on the racetrack for their qualification. It'll be 2 laps per driver individually out on the speedway. They'll try to go the fastest, and the driver who does get around this 4/10 mile oval the quickest will start the race in position number 1 or on the pole. So we'll see who gets it done in the legends here in just a bit. Then we're going to have the Virginia Mini Cups. Good to have the Virginia Mini Cups back here in action at Langley Speedway. They'll come out and qualify Euro style. They'll get about 5 minutes on the track, I do believe. We'll double check our timing there, but they'll come out as many cars as they can, try to circle this track as fast as they can, and they'll set the starting lineup for the Virginia Mini Cups. After that, we'll have the Harris Truck Shop Super Trucks. They'll be out on the track here in just a bit. Of course, the Virginia Mini Cups tonight are racing in memory of Tyler Roach. Tyler tragically passed away almost a year ago. He was a competitor in the Virginia Mini Cups, and we certainly do miss Tyler, and our thoughts and prayers continue to be with his family, and tonight's race will be in his memory. Time to go qualifying for the Cycle City Corp Legends as they are now out on the speedway. Our first qualifier taken to the speedway. Had a quick chat with Tommy Jackson Jr. following the drivers' meeting. He's ready to get back down and find Dale Limits victory lane. We'll see if he can get that 87 car back in winner's circle. He won the season opening event back on April the 12th. First car on track, 2 trips around per car. This is the 5B, Charlie Bills. Charlie Bills out on the racetrack. He is currently P2 in the championship. 1 win here this year back on April the 26th. He's got 2 third-place finishes and a 4th for his record this year. He calls Midlothian, Virginia home, a 4-time Virginia State Legends champion and a 7-time kart racing champion as he is getting around this racetrack. Lap 1, 18.106. Lap 2, it'll be even quicker, 18.011 seconds for the 5B, Charlie Bills. Currently P2 in points, just 3 points behind Tommy Jackson Jr. in his quest to win a championship. Next out of the speedway, Adam, he calls North Carolina home, specifically Camden, just outside of Elizabeth City. This is Cody Carlton.
And Elizabeth City is where this race car was destroyed a few weeks back when they raced on dirt. That car was involved in an incident, and Cody, unfortunately, did not have the race he was looking for, so he's looking to rebound here tonight. Right now, he's on track looking to go to the top, and he does just that. 17.953 seconds. Driver 11 to the top.
4 races thus far here in 2025, 4 different winners. This driver, as you just heard, Cody Carlton, has went to victory lane. He got that back on May the 10th. And right now, Adam just called him as the fastest car on the racetrack, 17.934 seconds, about a 1/10 of a second quicker than Charlie Bills. So Cody Carlton, your defending champ, is right now the fastest here on the property. Early on in qualifying, still multiple cars to go. You see them lined up here on pit road as we get set to go after it. Thank you for everybody tuning in to Facebook Live and YouTube. And thank you to all these great fans that have assembled here in Hampton, Virginia. Hop in the car if you're watching online and come join us at the racetrack tonight. Adam, we've got a huge fireworks display coming up when we drop the checkered flag later this evening.
That's right. It's going to be a lot of fun at the end of the night. We're going to launch fireworks outside turn number 2. And before that, we're going to watch a spectacle across the board from Bandoleros all the way to sprint cars. The Virginia Sprint Series are here. It's going to be awesome on and off the racetrack. Race fans, a complete race night. You're not going to want to miss it. Come on out and celebrate this great country here on July 4th weekend. Fireworks. If you didn't get a chance to go out last night and see the fireworks, come on out tonight. We've got a second chance for you. I promise you it'll be well worth the price of admission. Just the fireworks alone, Brian.
Absolutely. It's going to be a tremendous display coming up when we drop the checkered flag later this evening. So come on out to the racetrack. Get your tickets online at langley-speedway.com, or you can buy them at the box office when you're here on the property. Colin Maxim's on the racetrack right now in car number 6. He's a rookie competitor. Colin Maxim lays down a couple of laps. It'll put him P3 at the moment, 18.465 seconds. He grabbed that on his 2nd trip around. We call him Fast Lane out of the racetrack right now. This is car number 48. We're talking about Mason Weekly. Mason Weekly sponsored by Revolution Mortgage, the Sandcastle home team. Calls Virginia Beach home, and he is a young gentleman, just 11 years of age. He finished 4th in points in his first full-time year in the Legend Series last season. And right now, Adam, he is currently 3rd in the championship chase this year.
Yeah, very quietly considering his fast lane. Mason Weekly is his 3rd quickest right now. Let's see if he can go a little bit quicker. He does, but stays 3rd. The young man here looking to get his first win on the year. Picked up the season finale last year, so he's got 1 win under his belt. Now just looking to get some more wins, and we'll see if that can come tonight. Don't take your eye off fast lane. He's going to be one to watch as we see Kobe Flowers back with us on the racetrack.
Mason Weekly got his best career finish of a runner-up at the season opening race in April, so don't be surprised to see him crack into victory lane. It could come here this evening. You just heard about Colby Flowers. Colby Flowers, the double 3 race car, out on track right now. He has gotten 1 lap in the books. Lap 1, 18.043 seconds. That is on the opening lap. Again, everybody's chasing Cody Carlton's time of 17.934 seconds. So let's see if Colby Flowers can go even faster. Indeed, he will. He'll get close. He'll get within 5/100ths of a second of Cody Carlton's lap. So Colby Flowers will go to P2 the driver that calls Tiano, Virginia home just outside of Williamsburg. 17.990 seconds for Colby Flowers. Next up on the racetrack, this is the double 7 race car, Jake Gibbs. Jake Gibbs out on the speedway right now. As again, we have Cody Carlton, Colby Flowers, Charlie Bills, and Mason Weekly, your top 4 here at the moment. As we see Jake Gibbs come across the line, lap 1, 18.843 seconds for car number 77 out on the speedway. Full field of cars ready to give it a go here this evening, and we'll see who's able to get it done by lap number 25. So Jake Gibbs in his first start, checkered flag is in the air. Lap 2 quicker than lap 1. He'll stay P6, 18.767 seconds. Ryan Cooper is out of the racetrack right now in car number 95. Ryan Cooper just outside of the top 10 in the point standings. He sits 11th here at the moment, 46 points coming into the race. His best finish this year, he got that back in early April when he finished 9th. So Ryan Cooper looking to do big things here this evening. Lap 1 is done, 18.690 seconds for the 95 race car. Let's see if he can pick it up here on the second lap as he's digging for more through turns 3 and 4. We'll see that checkered flag waving, indicating Ryan Cooper will be done with qualification. And Ryan Cooper will actually slow down, I believe, on lap number 2. He'll stay in position number 6. Bryson Nichols is out on the racetrack. Nichols, the top rookie here in 2025. And Adam, that's a very familiar name.
Bryson Nichols, of course, part of the G. Nichols family, and already a Bandolero champion here at the Speedway. Bryson currently 5th on the board, 5th at an 18.174 second lap, 2/10 off of the Cody Carlton lap. He's had a very quiet, consistent year as well. This young man is quietly getting it done. And I'm hearing words that there's a super truck on the premises that looks a lot like this car. Not that Bryson is going to drive it, but maybe in the future. So we'll have to keep you guys updated on that a little bit later on. Right now, he's running the Legends car and P5 on the board, going fast.
He indeed is. Lap 2 was quicker than the opening lap, 18.137 seconds for the Hampton, Virginia driver. That's sponsored by the Villas at Coventry. And again, he was the champion in the Cycle City Court Bandoleros. Moved up to the Legends this year. He's trying to get the top rookie honors here this season. JP Peisel out on track right now. Lap 1 is good enough for outside of row 3, or the 6th position provisionally for that car. 18.392 seconds for the 96 entry. Again, this is a 4/10 mile oval, the quick way around the racetrack. Typically, it's on the bottom. John Parmel Peisel across the line from Portsmouth, and he will go a little slower on lap 2. He slowed down about 2/10 of a second. He went from an 18.3 to an 18.5, but nevertheless, lap 2 is done for JP Peisel. James Folds is on the racetrack in car number 15. He'll make his 3rd start here in 2025. Folds has a best finish of 6th back in early May. Car 15 coming across here through turns 3 and 4 to get his first of 2 flyer laps in the books. And lap 1 is done. 18.566 seconds for James Folds. As we prepare for the 5th race of 2025, we documented 4 races in, 4 different winners. Could we see a 5th winner emerge by the time we drop the checker flag later this evening? The Cycle City Corp Legends will be the 2nd race of the evening for the Bubba and Frank's lineup. 25 times around, and Adam, we talk about it week in and week out. Qualifying is just so important for these drivers and teams.
And I think the 4 races, 4 different winners will prove that. This is a very, very tough division to get it done in, and so you want to qualify up front. Right now, Cody Carlton has the edge on that. He's looking to be the first repeat winner of the season, and so is this driver on track, Brian. Current points leader, Tommy Jackson Jr. 3 markers separating he and Charlie Beals. Right now, Charlie is 3rd. Cody is quickest. Now, Tommy looking for his 2nd win on the year, and also a pole to go along with it.
Tommy Jackson Jr. had a good run. We were talking about his Dominion Raceway run over the last few weeks. Picked up 1 win, pushed a couple of drivers across the line. When he came home in 2nd, he's ready to reverse roles and get pushed across the line as the winner. Hoping to make that happen tonight and become the first 2-time winner in 2025. As you heard from Adam Wilbrock, he leads the championship chase coming into this evening's festivities, trying to get his 4th championship. He has 3, and he's going to go all the way to the top. Your provisional pole setter at the moment is Tommy Jackson Jr., 17.756 seconds, nearly 0.2 of a second faster than Cody Carlton. That was a blistering lap for Tommy Jackson Jr. He turned it on lap number 2. So car 87 is fast, and that is no surprise to us here at the racetrack. We'll see if Tommy Jackson Jr. can hold on to it as we watch the next car on the speedway. This is the 51 entry, Scotty Benford. Scotty Benford on the racetrack right now. And Adam, that was a good opening lap for the driver making his first start.
Yeah, great lap indeed for the 51 machine, right there wedged in between 2 race winners here at Langley Speedway. And now watching the 51 go even quicker right there. Benford goes second, 17.923 seconds. That's an even better lap for the 51, making his first start of the season. Now we're watching Andrew Sheffield, another rookie on the racetrack.
What a lap for Scotty Benford. 2 very fast laps for driver Tommy Jackson Jr. And you just saw Scotty Benford knock Cody Carlton back to P3. So car 51, we'll have to learn more about that driver here in just a bit. Next out on the racetrack, you heard about it. It's car number 54, Andrew Sheffield, 8th quickest on the opening circuit, 18.241 seconds for car number 54 as he sees that checkered flag waving and hoping to get a nice pickup. And it will actually slow down about 0.2 of a second between laps 1 and 2 for Andrew Sheffield. So he'll stay provisionally outside of row number 4. Brian May is out on track right now in car number 22. May from Yorktown, Virginia on the racetrack. Bringing his way through turns 3 and 4. If he wants to eclipse Tommy Jackson Jr., he's got to turn a lap faster than 17.756 seconds. That was a fast lap for car 87. So again, car number 22 out on the speedway. Brian May, 9th quickest on the first lap, 18.290 seconds. Let's see if Brian can pick it up on lap 2. He won't. It'll be very consistent. He ran an 18.2 on the opening lap. That second trip around was an 18.3 second lap, so he'll stay slotted in position number 9. The red light has come on. That means qualifying is done, and Tommy Jackson Jr. gets it done. He'll win the Mosquito Joe Pole Award for car number 87. He has done it. Again, his lap was 17.756 seconds. And Adam, I mean, that was just a heck of a lap.
Former champ gets it done over here. He's chatting with Scotty and team over here on the pit lane. Let's see if we can grab a quick word with him as he's back on top looking for the second win of the year. Jake Gibbs, Scotty Benford, and among others down here celebrating and just chatting, probably predicting what we're going to see here later tonight. And it's going to be a great race as always. The Legends Division puts on a great show. 4 winners in 4 races. Tommy's looking to be the first repeat winner of the season. Put it on pole, that's step 1. Tommy looking to get that second win on the year, buddy, and extend that points lead. How do you feel about tonight?
Man, I feel pretty good. You know, just got to get ourselves in a position late in the race, hopefully still out front, trying to cap this thing off. We've had really good speed the last couple weeks, even traveling around. So going to go out, try to make a couple adjustments, get a little bit better, and hope we're there in the end.
Yeah, they've been winning races out other tracks other than Langley. Best of luck tonight, Tommy. They go after win number 2. Hard to believe, Brian, we're already at the month of July, and we haven't seen a repeat Legends winner, but it's the case here tonight.
It could come in the form of Tommy Jackson Jr. as he's trying to secure another championship. And it's also hard to believe we're now entering the second half of this season. It seems like just yesterday we started the 2025 campaign, and now we're entering the second part of the season. So again, Tommy Jackson Jr. has got it done. He'll start on the front row with Scotty Benford in car number 51. We'll have to hear from Scotty Benford at some point. What a run for that driver. Cody Carlton posted the 3rd fastest lap, your defending champ in car number 11. Colby Flowers, a great lap for him in the 33. He qualified outside of row 2 in the 4th position. And Charlie Bills, the 5B, no surprise, a strong run for him. He rounds out the top 5. Fast lane, Mason Weekly posted the 6th fastest lap. Bryson Nichols was 7th. Andrew Sheffield 8th. 9th to Brian May and J.P. Peisel, your top 10. James Folds qualified 11th with Colin Maxim 12th. Ryan Cooper 13th, and Jake Gibbs, that is, will fire off in 14th. That is the Cycle City Court Legends. There'll be race number 2 on this Bubba and Frank's Barbecue 1:35 evening at the races. 25 circuits around the racetrack. Coming up next here at Mosquito Joe Qualifying, we're going to put out the ever fun. That's right, the ever fun Virginia Mini Cups. They may be small race cars, but Adam, They are fast.
You talk about fast, they absolutely haul the mail around this place. Wide open right along the bottom of the racetrack, 60, 70 mile an hour average. And you got to remember, with these small cars, these drivers are just a couple of inches up off of the racing surface. They sit very, very low in these race cars and run it wide open. Don't lift when they see that turn one wall coming towards them. So it's very, very, very exciting racing and just a lot of fun. Maybe not something we're used to seeing with the smaller stature of the cars, but they still put on a great show.
That's Adam Welbrock down on pit road. Adam Welbrock will have the call here on pit road as we get set for our next series coming out. It'll be Euro-style qualifying, meaning we're going to put all the cars on the racetrack. It's going to look like a practice, and well, it might be a practice for multiple drivers and teams as they log laps, but we are timing every single lap, and we'll get the driver that posts the fastest lap. We'll start P1 in their 25-lap race coming up later on this evening. Hey, Mosquito Joe makes your yard a mosquito-free zone. Their services rid your yard of pesky mosquitoes so you can enjoy being outside. They offer barrier sprays which eliminates and repels mosquitoes, fleas, and ticks for up to 21 days. They also offer special event sprays to keep the mosquitoes from crashing the party. 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Visit peninsula.mosquitojoe.com. That's peninsula.mosquitojoe.com, or call them for 50% off your first spray. That's 757-772-8552. That's 757-772-8552. Mosquito Joe. Again, the Virginia Mini Cups are going to be coming out now in just a few moments for their 5-minute session. So Virginia Mini Cups coming up next. Following them, we're going to go pickup truck qualifying with the Harris Truck Shop Super Trucks. All of that's on deck. As I watch now, looks like the Mini Cups are beginning to roll out on the speedway as they prepare for their race coming up here in just a bit. Race fans, before the excitement begins, here's a message from our great partners at Rivers Casino Portsmouth. They want to give one of you a taste of a major win tonight. The prize? A dinner for two valued at $300 to their signature steak and seafood restaurant, Admiral Steak and Seafood. Want your shot to win? It's simple. Just head over to the Rivers Casino booth located adjacent to the refreshment stand to pick up your free raffle ticket. That's right, it's a free raffle ticket for your shot to win here at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway. The drawing will be held a little bit later on this evening, but you have to get your ticket to be in the game. Don't wait. Go get your free raffle ticket from the Rivers Casino booth right now. The Virginia Mini Cup Racing Association, founded in 1996, provides safe, affordable, and fun racing right here at Larry D. Walls Langley Speedway and throughout the Commonwealth for drivers ages 13 and up. They're a traveling series that promotes outside of ovals, and they race on other tracks. They not only promote Mini Cup racing, they promote the racetracks, the series, sponsors, other drivers, and with me here in the booth, as I will look here on their website, Dominion Raceway, Motor Mile Speedway, South Boston, South Side, which is coming back, and Southern National Motorsports Park, just to name a few. Brian Orville, of course, Brian Orvine, welcome back here. I'll get it right, Brian Orvine. Hey, Brian, good to have you up here at the tower.
Hey, thank you, Brian. Appreciate it. Nice to be back.
Good to have Brian Orvine back with us here. And Brian, talk to us a little bit more about the Virginia Mini Cups.
Well, like you say, we've been around. We're approaching 30 years in this series. Getting strong on strong. Like you say, Mini Cup series in the entire nation. We're real proud of it.
As you should be. And Langley Speedway, always on the schedule here this near about Independence Day weekend. A lot of the drivers and teams and the officials like coming here to Hampton, Virginia.
Just the aspect of the land of the track. I mean, it's really the only flat track that we go to. We carry about the same speed, believe it or not, everywhere we go. Bank track or flat, or rivals. So we just like coming to Langley. Everybody treats us real well. Competition's always good. So provides a good race.
Tell us about these cars. They look, and they are small, but that is no indication of how fast they go.
Yeah. We're about a 62-inch wheelbase, 13 horsepower Honda engine. It's push about 25 horsepower. It's definitely competitive. Definitely got to stay on the
It sounds like it. Very, very fast race cars. As we are under the caution flag, it looks like Ronnie Schneider has some problems here on the backstretch. That orange and white car has come to a rest under the Game Day Men's Wellness billboards. That'll slow things down here for just a bit.
Yeah, he's got a Ferrari.
All right, I like that. The Ferrari. Is that what it is, Brian?
Yeah, he's got a Ferrari. Kind of expensive Mini Cup.
I guess so. Wow, I like that. As again, we are under the caution flag. That'll pause things momentarily. Again, Euro-style qualifying, which is we put as many cars as we can out on the racetrack, and they are timed each and every lap. At the moment, Glen Allen, Virginia's Noah Matthews is the fastest in car number 11. He turned a time of 19.649 seconds. That is about 2/100ths of a second faster than Johnny Shaw in car number 34. He is currently P2. The Bubba Henley Racing Chevrolet from Chesterfield, Virginia, sponsored by AMX Leasing and Logistics in Prince George, Georgia. So again, we are under the yellow flag, slowing things down just a bit, and we're going to go racing, or at least green flag, to continue qualifying here as we roll on, presented by Mosquito Joe. And as we mentioned here at the moment, it's Noah Matthews the fastest, Johnny Shock second, Tyler Warner third, Shane Zuppo fourth, and Nate Thomas rounds out the top five. Everybody shooting for Noah Matthews' time of 19.649 seconds. So again, we are under the caution. We'll go back green flag racing here in just a bit. Brian, what's one of the cooler aspects of these cars?
Well, I think it's just the way they design the full suspension. We basically a late model without power steering and a sway bar, so it's pretty similar to all of the late models. It's pretty cool adjustments we can do and what have you. So yeah, it's 740 pounds with the driver, so we've got weight specs. It's pretty tight feel.
Absolutely. It looks like it as we watch these cars. And speaking of speed, we talked about Noah Matthews' time of 19.649 seconds. I was talking with Justin Kern, our producer. That averages in this 4/10 of a mile oval 72 miles an hour.
That's about right. We run just about everywhere we go. It's in the low mid-70s, just about everywhere. We probably will pick up a little bit at night if the sun goes down by the time we race to race. The track will probably pick up a little bit.
especially as the sun begins to set here. May not completely set, but you're right. The ambient temperature will come down, the track temperature will cool, and that generally means cars go faster on these speedways. Talk to us about this particular course. You mentioned it's one of the relatively few tracks you go to that's relatively flat, just 6 degrees of banking in the turns. What's the throttle brake combination at this speedway in these race cars?
We pretty much flatten it. Very little lift, if any at all. So yeah, we pretty much ride on that way. Flatten the back to something that
Hold it down.
hold it down, keep the foot in it.
And it's all about your entry to the corner, getting that right entry.
Right, get these cars. Main thing is get these cars to roll in the center. A lot of these old cars are arena cars, so they were pretty stiff chassis. So we worked with them and made upgrades to the chassis. And, you know, make them turn and rotate a lot better in the corner. So they've gotten a lot better. So we're about it.
Absolutely. So we talked about really the brakes are needed, I guess, to slow the car down if there's an incident. But outside of that, it's just hold the throttle down, go fast, turn left.
Oh yeah.
Talking with Brian Orvine. And Brian, what's your official capacity or position with this series?
I'm a series director. Been doing this since 2016. I love what I do. Love the, basically, before that, 2009, I was a sponsor of the series. So I took over in 2016. We got it going. So just been trying to make it bigger and better. And like I say, it's come a long way from rigid cars to suspended, over that long, almost 30 years. And, back in the day, Matt Walsh.
That's right, Matt Walsh. We know Matt Walsh, a champion here at this racetrack, a Hampton Heat winner.
Win House a couple of years ago. So we've had some names coming in the ranks that have actually been going. So, yeah, it's a good little stepping stone. It's a competitive
So if somebody that's watching the broadcast or here at the racetrack tonight, they want to get in this sport, this is a good entry into the sport.
Exactly. And if you're, even if you hadn't raced anything before, and most people come out of those cars and adapt to these cars really good. So, yeah, it's definitely a good entry level. Even if you want to stay for a while, this is a good sport.
So go to their website. It's baminicups.com to learn more. That's baminicups.com, a very great website that Brian and I are looking at here in the tower. And Brian, we talked about this earlier, you and I did, in Chuck Hall's office. This evening, we're racing with heavy hearts because we're remembering Tyler Roach, who meant so much to this series.
Absolutely. Tyler was in the state Minicups for quite a few years. Definitely a great person, great friend. He passed away over a year ago. And he's trying to keep his memory alive. All around nice guy. That's right. Just can't. That force needs something to do.
Absolutely. Cole Bruce, our competitor in the late model series, his dad, Robert Bruce, tragically passed away here recently. Our thoughts and prayers continue to be with all of the Bruce family, as well as the Roach family, as we remember Tyler Roach here this evening with the Virginia Mini Cups. And we are back under the green flag. Looks like, Brian, most of the cars pinned to the bottom of the corners. We got a couple of cars that are riding a little bit higher.
Oh, yeah. There's no many cars in this nation that has the speed. Really no advantage in the track conditions.
It indeed is a lot of fun. These cars and drivers and teams put on a heck of a show. As we're seeing the checkered flag waving, that indicates the stopwatch says, hey, we have run the full time. Drivers coming to the line, trying to go a little bit faster, trying to knock Noah Matthews off the pole. And it looks like looks like Noah Matthews will get it done from Glen Allen, Virginia, the V&M Mechanical Thorpe's Garage sponsored race car for the winning junior champ kart racer from 2020 to 2022. He has got it done here, clocking in at 19.649 seconds. Johnny Shong will join him on the front row at car number 34. He clocked in at 19.671 seconds. Row 2 will be Tyler Warner and Shane Zupo. And rounding out the top 5 is going to be the 7 car, Nate Thomas. Posting the 6th fastest lap, that was Jim Grady in the 74. Harley Hatton, car 33, was 7th. 8th went the 91 of John Alford, while Tyler Thorne posted the 9th fastest lap. And rounding out the top 10, that's going to be the 38 of Ronnie Snyder, who had problems there. That car stopped on the back straightaway, had to get the push back to the pit area. And Travis Roach in the 74R car was 11th quick. That was qualifying. We're going to go racing here with the Virginia Mini Cups coming up here later this evening. 25 trips around this racetrack. But I think, Brian, the cool thing for me, especially the fans that are here at the racetrack, from 5:30 to 6:15, we're going to have a chance for drivers or race officials, and more importantly, our race fans, to go down and talk to these drivers and see the cars up close and personal.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to have a couple cars out there, drivers, hero cars. So, yeah, come on out. Bring the children, hop in, sit in the seat, come sell. Yeah, come on out.
That'll be right here in the midway from 5:30 to 6:15.
Right across from the stage.
All right, so again, that's the Virginia Mini Cups. Go see Brian, go see the cars, the drivers, the teams, get some pictures made, get some autographs as well. Again, that's 5:30 to 6:15. It's already right now 5:20 almost, so in about 10 minutes they're going to start making their way over to that space. So, Brian, once again, thanks for coming up. Hang out as long as you want, but thank you so much for coming up and being with us here today.
Okay, yeah, well, we still got qualifying to go, so we might be a few minutes late. Yeah,
All right, Brian Orvine, the race director for the Virginia Mini Cups, as we now go truck qualifying. And Brian, it's always cool to see the pickup trucks out on the racetrack.
Yeah.
They are indeed neat. First driver on the racetrack, just in his 70s, Adam. He's a young guy. Bill Wallace with a 19. He clocked in at 18.789 seconds.
And Bill was involved in a vicious crash off turn 2 a few months back. That truck is fully repaired and ready to get back after. Bill wasn't sure he'd be out here again this season, but lo and behold, here he is. And Brian, would you believe it? He was fastest in the second round of practice. That number 19 truck has brought some speed, 18.789. Going to be a tough one to beat. Let's see if Wesley can do it. Here's Wesley. Driver 11 on the racetrack right now, Wesley Newell, looking for his first career Super Truck win. He's been close a few times this season. He's going to have his work cut out for him tonight. He's P2 as it stands right now, 19.341 seconds. He is second by about a half a second or so. See if the 11 truck has some good race speed in it. Wesley third in the points. Right now we're watching Wayne Lyon on the racetrack. That number 66 truck doesn't quite sound up to par, so maybe some mechanical issues for him, but he's the third truck on track.
So again, it's Bill Wallace, Wesley Newell, and Wayne Lyon taking to the racetrack as the pickup trucks presented by Harris Truck and Auto Body. They'll be out for the 5th of 7 events here this evening, 25 times around this speedway. Wayne Lyon, 21.233 seconds. Currently third fastest of the 3 pickups. Bill Wallace is the quickest at an 18.789 seconds. This will be the 7th race of the season. Chris Bechtel leads the championship standings coming into this evening's festivities by 11 points. Bechtel also has the most wins, 4 victories. Only 2 other winners thus far this season. That's Paige Kane in the 38. She has 1 victory. And Louis Pasteritz also has 1. Tim Carter out on the racetrack in pickup truck number 01. Tim calls Hayes, Virginia home, sponsored by Pruitt Automotive, Engel Construction of Poquoson, and Tidewater Collision Center. Again, we're talking about Tim Carter in pickup number 01. He's currently 5th in the championship chase. He's got 2 third-place finishes. That's the best for the 01. of Tim Carter. Lap number 2, a little bit slower than lap 1, but not by much. He turned a 19.4 on the opening lap. Lap 2 was a 19.5. 4 pickup trucks have qualified. Our 5th one is out on the racetrack, and this is the 34, the top rookie thus far, Avery Farrell. Avery Farrell in the pickup truck number 34 actually tied with another rookie, Chris Alexander, in the 91. So they have the exact same number of points coming into this evening's races. So whoever finishes ahead of who will take that position, as well as have the top rookie spot here in 2025. Avery Farrell across the line, 19.514 seconds for pickup truck number 34. One more time around, coming through turns 3 and 4 for the driver that calls Pocosin home, the 2021 HRKC champion in the Junior Champ Karts, has 18 wins in 4 different kart classes. And he's also a corner marshal for the 2025 season for the HRKC series. So the Pocosin drivers across the line, lap 2 a little bit slower than lap 1 by about 0.3 of a second, so Avery Farrell will stay slotted P4 here at the moment. Now it's time, Adam, for Stormy Butts to take to the racetrack and pick up 92.
6 trucks to take a lap. Stormy's going to come through turns 3 and 4 and put his first lap up on the board. This number 92 machine runs part-time this season, but Stormy is very fun to watch every time he's on the racetrack. The truck does not appear like it's up to full song. He's got a 20.928 on the board, 2 seconds plus off the pace of Bill Wallace. So maybe some mechanical gremlins hurting that number 92, but Stormy looking to have a good run tonight. Hopefully they can get the issue sorted come race time.
Stormy Butts, 51 years of age, calls Gates, North Carolina home. Stormy across the line. Lap 2 quicker than lap 1, but he's going to stay 6th fastest of the 6 trucks, 20.678 seconds. Next down the racetrack, we talked about him, your current point standings leader. 4 victories in 6 races. The other finishes, guess what? They were both runner-ups, including a runner-up in the last race on June 7th. That was the most recent event, nearly a month ago for this series. And Bechtel trying to go to the top. Can he do it? He'll go to the front row outside. Row 1 provisionally here at the moment for pickup truck 57. 19.182 seconds. Second quick. Can he pick up nearly 0.4 of a second to get the top spot from a very fast Bill Wallace? We're getting ready to find out. The 57 across the line, and no. Bechtel will slow down on lap 2, so he'll stay P2 at the moment. Bill Wallace trying to take the top pole position, but we still have a few heavy hitters to go. Chris Bechtel has posted the 2nd fastest lap. Next up, we talked about the driver tied for Rookie of the Year honors and currently tied for 6th in the point standings. This is pickup 91, Chris Alexander. Alexander on the racetrack from Smithfield, Virginia. Ran the Enduros in 2023, finished 8th in the point standings in that series. As we watch the 91 come across the line, re-entering turns 1 and 2, Chris Alexander, 6th quick of the 8 trucks, 19.796 seconds for Chris Alexander. Has a best finish of 7th back on April 26th, so he's hoping to get his first top 5 finish. Maybe that could come this evening. Alexander picks up some speed on lap 2, but will stay P6, 19.524 seconds for pickup truck number 91. Next up, rolling through turn number 4 to take the green flag for the first of 2 flyer laps. He's back at him, Gates Kovaceski.
Good to have Gates back with us in Super Trucks. Mentioned on social media that he got a sponsor earlier this week and now is ready to come back out. So very, very happy to announce that. We've got a new partner on board and they are ready to race here in 2025. Gates is a driver that's been very, very fast in the trucks. Ultimately, kind of shot at Rookie of the Year last year. Right now it sits P7, so maybe not quite up to speed with the track time that he's missed. They did not have a chance to come out and test, so maybe just missing a little something right now, but Gates at a 20.401, 7th out of 9.
You mentioned new partners. Sportsman Army Navy helps support that team, as does Hall and Hawk and Lim Attorneys at Law, DLG Electric, and CrossFit Fort Monroe helping support Gates Kovaceski. Lap 1, 7th quick, actually lap 2, 7th quick as well, 20.246 seconds for pickup truck number 4. Moving on now to Paige Kane. Paige, one of 3 drivers to have a victory here in 2025. She is 2nd in the championship standings entering this race, just 11 points behind leader Chris Bechtel. Where will she go Paige Kane will go inside of row 2, P3 at the moment, 19.196 seconds. Needs just a little bit more if she wants to take the second spot from Chris Bechtel, but she'll need a little more than 0.4 of a second if she wants to take Bill Wallace off the pole. Can she do it across the line for Paige Kane? She'll take the front row outside, provisionally P2 for the 38. 19.165 seconds. That'll drop kick Chris Bechtel back to third. Paige Kane, a great qualifying lap for the driver again that won back on May 10th. And every race since that event, she has finished inside the top 3. Next up, he's a champion here at Langley Speedway many times. We're talking about Chase McAdams. McAdams, a 3-time champion, most recently in 2017. And he's going to take the second spot from Paige Kane. Move, pick up 62, P2 as well now. 18.979 seconds. He needs nearly 0.2 of a second if he wants to get the top spot from Bill Wallace. Can he pick it up here coming out of corner number 4? And he'll pick up some speed, but not enough to take the top spot from Bill Wallace. So Chase McAdams, lap 2, 18.952 seconds. And there was one. Our final qualifier, Adam, another familiar name.
Former Super Truck winner, former Grand Stock champion, modified winner. The list keeps on going. Chris Roberts is back in the number 8 truck. Mentioned earlier, this truck is a very familiar look to the Bryson Nichols camp. They are very, very proud to have this truck on the racetrack. The Hornet on the side, the number 8 on the line on the stopwatch, 19.663 seconds. 9th out of 12 on the first lap, but no, he was probably looking for more there, and he can find it on lap 2.
Here he comes. Looks like the back end was trying to kick out on him, but he's going to keep it solidly planted, and he'll take the checkered flag. And Chris Roberts will go faster on lap 2. He'll move it up to 7th position for pickup truck 8, 19.511 seconds. Qualifying presented by Mosquito Joe is done, and Bill Wallace wins the pole.
Bill, you weren't sure you were going to come back this year, buddy. You're back and then some. How about that lap?
That made all the hard work after I missed 4 races from that crash worth it. Now we just got to take it into the race.
How do you feel about 25 laps tonight? Can the old 19 get it done again?
I hope so.
Congratulations, man. Best of luck to you. Bill Wallace, back from that crash back in April, Brian, puts it on the pole on his return. That 19 truck is going places.
That's right, the 19 truck certainly going fast here this afternoon. Bill Wallace, the fastest on the property by nearly 0.2 of a second. That's how quick pickup truck 19 was. Good to have Bill Wallace back. He'll be joined on the front row with Chase McAdams, the 3-time champion, will start outside of row 1 in pickup 62. Paige Kane will fire off in third beside Chris Bechtel, who will start to her right elbow. The winningest driver this year and last year. Can Bechtel make his way back to victory lane and pad his points lead? We're going to find out here in just a bit. Wesley Newell rounds out the top 5 in pickup 11. Posting the 6th fastest lap, that was Tim Carter. 7th to Chris Roberts. 8th to Avery Farrell. 9th to Chris Alexander. And Gates Korbaszewski rounds out the top 10. Wayne Lyon and Stormy Butts rounds out the field for the 25-lap pickup truck race. Again, it'll be the 5th of 7 events here this evening. 25 trips around this 0.4 of a mile oval. That's going to wrap up Mosquito Joe qualifying here at Larry King Mall's Langley Speedway. Now's the time, if you're watching on Facebook Live or YouTube, to hop in the car, make your way to Hampton. You still have about an hour and a half or so until we take the green flag to kick off the races here this evening, presented by Bubba and Frank's Barbecue. And we are celebrating Independence Day weekend in a big way. We're going to have a tremendous fireworks display. Hopefully a chance to see some fireworks last night, but if you did, or hey, maybe you didn't, you're going to see a big one here tonight. So come on out to Langley Speedway to catch that here this evening. That'll happen as soon as we drop the checkered flag on our 7th and final race of the night with our Virginia Sprint. So what's coming up tonight? We've got Bandoleros presented by Cycle City Corp. We've got Legends also presented by Cycle City Corp. We've got those very fast winged race cars. They're the fastest here on the racetrack. The Virginia Sprints, 2 heat races and a feature event coming up later tonight. We just saw the pickup trucks presented by Harris Truck and Auto Body. And we'll also have those Virginia Mini Cups, those fast race cars that get around this place over 70 miles per hour. That'll be coming up here this evening. If you can't make it to Langley Speedway, tune in to Flow Racing with live coverage starting at 7 o'clock. For Adam Welbrock, I'm Brian White. We look forward to seeing you at the races this evening.